Hey everybody, welcome back to Harris Family Adventures. We have a short little adventure this week. We went to the Sheldon Art Gallery, which is located on the campus of the University of Nebraska. So I just took some footage. I know you can't see the artwork up close, but just to kind of give you a little bit of the scope and size of the museum. So this has been on the University of Nebraska campus for many, many years. It actually has free admission, open from Tuesday through Saturday. I'll leave the website below as always. But yes, it is free. Of course, they have a donation box if you feel so compelled. And it isn't open when there's Husker football games. Being on the University of Nebraska, it can get kind of crazy. But if you're downtown or you're visiting the university, this would be a fun little stop in. They had a couple of different things going at that time that are traveling, and then they had a permanent exhibit that I'll show you at the end. This is the view from the second floor. So it's a really pretty building. It's not huge. It is, we were there probably 30 minutes. We're not huge art people. I love the ceiling. I had to get the ceiling in. But yeah, we weren't there a super long time. Parking can be a little bit tricky, especially when campus is in session. It's just going to be street parking where you can find a meter. They did have this room. I tried to slow it down because I had kind of taken it quickly, but this was featuring all different photographs, which is actually something that we like a little bit better. So we actually enjoyed the photographs more than the paintings, or they did have some sculpture. I will say most of the artwork is paintings and then some photographs and then some sculptures as well. As you can see, it's pretty wide open. We were there on a Tuesday morning at about 10:30, and I think we saw two other people there the whole time, and I think they were university students there on kind of a mission to do something for a class, probably some kind of assignment, and then they headed out. There are some places to sit and just kind of enjoy. They also had little stools that they had them in each room. You could just plop down and enjoy yourself, as well as the benches. The different photographs, so that's what I have the most footage of, are from all over the country, but of course we liked the ones from Nebraska the best. So those two there are actually from Nebraska, which we thought were pretty cool. Again, we aren't huge art lovers. I'm sure if you were more of an art lover that this would be an even more enjoyable trip, but hey, when it costs $0 and maybe it's on your way somewhere, it would be fun to stop in. If you're wondering, it is right by the Lead Center, which is a big performing arts building as well. Again, being open from 10 to 4, you're probably not going to be visiting a show at the Lead Center at night and get to see this, but if you're there during the day, it might be fun to stop in. These were some of the larger paintings that they had on exhibit. They do have descriptions next to each one, so that's nice. And then they had this exhibit, which, sometimes, guys, the paintings don't speak to us. But that first one there, that spoke to us. This one, not so much. But again, some of the descriptions really interesting. Like it said, that one artist with the fluorescent one, it was a really laborious process that she went through to create it. And so we kind of read what that process was like. Now, if you are a Lincoln Public Schools kid, you do come here as part of field trips. And so this last exhibit was kind of their more permanent exhibit. And we will actually end, you'll see it coming up here in just a couple seconds. We will end with the painting that I always remember seeing as a kid. I always remembered it being upstairs, and I was kind of bummed because we did start upstairs and it wasn't there. But it is here at the end. So that's kind of nice if you've come to the Sheldon before and if you've had a favorite painting or a favorite piece of artwork, because there were two sculptures in this room as well. I would say to go on back and see if you can find it. So again, this adventure wasn't great. We went to the Union then. I really like the University of Nebraska Union. They have some really good food. So if you stop by the Sheldon, I would say head down a ways, go see the Union and see that painting. That's all. See you next time.